baby. What's a star? You should be modded in Firebot too. I want to play, but I need to find this replacement first. Okay. Does that sound good to you, Scoots? I mean, not Scoots. Surplus?
Yeah.
We'll wait for Scoots to be done finding his replacement.
Replacement of what?
Razor blade thing?
Mm.
Look at this though, Surplus. Look at the mess of this place. Ugh. Look, chocolate. Mmm. Hole in the wall. Walls. This is not flashing lights. This is arena. Reno. What did you send me? I have no idea what that is. Okay. Yeah, well, once Scoots finds his replacement thing, we'll jump into a couple matches of Faz, I think, maybe. As he wants to play, so. No more doors! Look at all the, look, you can use the hammer, Surplus. Might as well go play Faz without me, this might take a while. Oh. Really? It's not just to use the brand name to find it? I didn't think it'd be that hard. And does it have to be that specific blade, though? Look at this though, Surplus. I just wanted to show this off a little bit because I'm supposed to for their thing. Oh. Yeah, I've had the one. I have the one my father has. They still have a razor if I needed it. Look, it's like gas station simulator Surplus. Have you ever played gas station sim Surplus? Did he leave voice?
No.
Oh. I said, have you ever played gas station sim?
Yeah.
This is like gas station sim, where you can throw the bags of garbage. Watch. Yeet. See? These trash bags hold 10 each. Yeet. Oh. Why'd you make me throw my trash bag, damn it? Damn it, chat. Chad made me throw my garbage bag. I was actually doing some of this last night while I was watching JoJo for a little bit. And Zombie. I think Zombie's supposed to be streaming later on tonight too, I think. Methinks after his podcast. The Lemon Party Podcast. With him and Squish. I don't know if I could do podcasting. Maybe. What do you think, Surplus?
Yes, you can do podcasting.
I don't think I can. I think it'd be too much for me. I know Zombie's perfect for doing podcasting because he's got the voice for it, and you can use the pressure washer too. You have a pressure washer too in this, Surplus.
Really?
Yeah. I'll show you in a second. Let me finish this room. And look, you can trowel the roofs too. See, brand new room. See? Before, after. See, this is what they'll look like afterward. This is how white they'll look. But yeah, you also have, if you go to Q, and you go here, pressure washer. See? Look at the pressure washer. The pressure washer in this guy just sucks though compared to power wash him. Power wash him still has the better pressure washer. Yeah, one of my neighbors has gone on vacation, so we have to check their mailbox for them daily. So that's what I went to do earlier, Surplus. Ooh, check his mailbox. And check our own mailbox too. Make sure no bills. Don't want the bills, just want the cash. Just want them checks, man. But what do you think of this game, Surplus?
It's cool.
Very cool, huh? And look, you can also wash the floor too. Yeah, I was trying to show you it in Discord last night, but you left voice. I was streaming this all night in Discord last night. Also, y'all, we're gonna be starting to do regular Discord streams. So if I'm not live here on Twitch, I'll be live in Discord doing random things. There's also, I'm opening up, you guys are allowed to do the activities in Discord now in my Discord. So as long as you keep it within my Discord, you can use them to your... Because I know you, Surplus, were playing some of the Discord games yesterday. So if anybody wants to play the activities, you are welcome to use them in this Discord, in my Discord. Uh... Well, look at that, Surplus. Brand new walls. I'll even do this room. Brand new walls. And Surplus, you're gonna get to decide what room, what color, what goes where. What should we name this room? Surplus?
Tulip.
You want to name a room?
Tulip. That's what I want to name.
You want to name a what?
Tulips.
I'm not getting what you're saying.
The name is Tulips, I want.
Oh, okay. Tulip's locker room. There we go. Now, we're gonna do some... Did you know you also get a brush? Oh, I forgot a trowel. I forgot a trowel spot. Okay, now we're gonna paint this place. I'm thinking this and this. Let's take this. Look at that nice orange locker room. You like it, Surplus? And we'll go green for out here. Look, I'm laying tile. I still gotta do the roof ceiling, but... Look at that. That looks pretty, actually. That kind of actually looks pretty cool, I think. Okay. Now, for roof. Do you want to do drop ceiling, black ceiling, white ceiling, green ceiling, red ceiling, blue ceiling? What do you think, Surplus?
Blue.
Blue? Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll do drop ceiling. There we go. And for this wall, we'll do white tile. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, we'll do blue out here too. Bump. Welcome back. I had to choose a mod in Firebot. No. No, this is Arena. Yeah, this is Arena Renovator. Arena Renovator. You don't know what an arena is? No, I'm not getting a jump scare one. How, how. Making sure everybody's awake. Arena. What is Arena game though? Arena Renovator.
We play Phasma.
Give me a minute to finish my arena. I'm almost done. I just got a couple more lockers to put in, some chairs, and we're good to go. Because you know today is supposed to be a non-Phasmo day, but you know. I guess we could. Possibly. There we go. Everybody's got a locker. Lockers everywhere. Lockers even in your hair. Lockers everywhere. There's some heat. A pin board. I'm gonna put a pin board here. And a pin board here. So I can pin notices. Heating. I'm gonna go all. AC. I'm putting AC in this room.
This guy must be getting the greatest sleep of all time.
AC in this room. Congratulations!
This guy must on the last day of school in his high school, they let every student get together and throw all their school papers everywhere around the school, and it looked incredible. Not everyone threw the papers. This kid throwing his entire backpack. This went on for a long time, which may cause the janitor to
Look at that surplus.
what the heck did I gonna attempt to eat a
Bum, 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 bum.
Well,
What? Hold on, let me go get the scoreboard. Oh. Too much AC? What do you mean too much AC? You need all the AC, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Have you ever been in one of these places? And we'll put a trash can here.
created a video and sat her down, making her think she was watching.
Yes, you want the AC everywhere. You want it to be nice and cool in here in the summertime. Think of this place in the summertime, man, with them big lights. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot.
Immediately started tearing up and finally if you stack two heavy metal bolts together, the energy of their collision will be focused at such a small point that the heat can be produced to literally burn a hole.
are you getting on Phasma?
Yes, I'm just looking for something. Hold on. Sports arena. Trying to find the scoreboard.
Until this happens. Did you see that? That is full slab at more than 4,500.
Okay then. Look, water for you. Water for you. And 2 water dispensers.
If I give you $500, you fly across the world.
There it is. There's the scoreboard.
So you guys probably
No.
it uses light and Earth's magnetic field to constantly rotate by itself, and it's one of my favorite things ever. But it's small. It's only 4.5 inches. So I got a bigger one. Matter of fact, this is the biggest one that they sell. Looks like we got the stand right here, and then I feel like it's gonna break through the bags. Yep. Oh my gosh. So if you can't tell, it's about the size of a basketball, but feels like it's filled with lead. It is so heavy. Time lapse to show how it spins. I think this is now one of the most unique products that they have.
The difference between jumping on the world's biggest trampoline alone versus 6 people bouncing you. The
There, people can't. If you're watching, you can only stand behind these columns.
Okay, are you joining?
Yeah, let me save this. Save game. Solve one. Okay. But yeah, that's Arena Renovator, which I can't get out of. So hopefully I'm in the game. Alt F4. I have to Alt F4 the game because it doesn't let me kill it. Oh. Ow. Oh my god. Head. Well, don't click on anything. Ow. Oh. Ow.
Are you joining?
Hold on, I have a sore spot on my head. I might call stream if my head is gonna be like this. Cause that fucking hurts. Like, it's really sore right here on my head. I think it might be a headache starting. Yeah, yada yada yada, I know. Did I even change it to Arena Renovator? Ugh, I really don't want to do fast. My head hurts.
Is
I know. I'm trying to make my head go. I'm trying to make it go away. But if my head keeps hurting, I might have to
it's not
end.
hurting. Oh my god.
It was. Why do you think